Thank you for joining us and for sticking around for our review show of the Inglis Ready2Race sale. And what a day of selling it has been here at Inglis Riverside. A big thanks to Blue Blood Thoroughbreds for sponsoring our review show. As I welcome in Brett Gilding, you would be absolutely chuffed with some of the results that we have seen today. It was obviously a great catalogue that the team put together, and you've been duly rewarded.
Yeah, it was a fantastic day, I can tell you. Up there selling, it was electric, right? The biddings were coming left, right, and centre, which is what you love when you're an auctioneer. So yeah, there's a great atmosphere in there. You know, you've really got to put it down to the vendors and the job they do with their horses. You know, they bought quality horses. I think it was around
85%.
85% were bought specifically to be brought to the Breeze Up sale. They did a great job with them preparing them, which gives us confidence and buyers confidence that they can buy a product and it can go and be a ruby lot or something like that. So,
and the thing is with this sale as well, we've spoken about it a number of times today, the 2-year-old ready-to-run sales over the past little while have gone through the roof, and not just with international buyers, but a lot of local buyers keen to play into this market now too.
100%. Like Gay Waterhouse was obviously active today. Triple Crown bought a horse. Annabelle Neesham and Rob Archibald, they bought a horse. So you know the domestic market is there. You've just got to have the right product for them. You know, it's a great time of year. We always say spring racing's the best time of the year, whether you're in Victoria or Sydney for racing, and to have an opportunity to sell stock to your owners. The Ready2Race sale is the perfect opportunity to do that.
Well, let's take a look at the overall statistics of this day's selling. A big thanks to Wyndham Park for sponsoring our stats. So 224 catalogued. We did have a number of withdrawals. That clearance rate is strong, 72%. We anticipate that would rise. But the big thing on that page, Brett, is the gross, $18.83 million, which absolutely smashes the previous record of this sale, set in 2022, which was $16.2 million.
Yeah, it's extraordinary where you think the sale has come from. I remember we were, you know, turning over $5 or $6 million, you know, all those years ago, and now it's getting, you know, close to $20 million. We'll get up over 19 with a few more private sales pending. So it's really extraordinary, and I think it shows that there is the demand for well-educated 2-year-old horses that are ready to go. They can be raced. These horses can be racing in 6 or 8 weeks. We obviously had a filly race and a stakes race yesterday down at Caulfield. So people are thinking outside the box when it comes to the sale, which is great, and it's giving buyers confidence. So we, you know, wish them all the best with their purchases from today. Let's
go through some of those top lots, including lot 188, which was the Toronado Baccarat Baby colt, sold for $900,000. The I'm Invincible Maroon Bay colt as well, selling very well for $675,000. You mentioned Gay Waterhouse. She was active with the Autumn Sun colt there. Exceed and Excel also got a good result, $560,000. The Toronado Gig early in the sale, $550,000. And then the Lucky Vega Ashley Ray gelding selling to James Cummings for $510,000. No doubt he's got some Hong Kong clients in mind, and he will be sent over to Hong Kong when James starts his training career there next year.
Yeah, look, it's unbelievable, those results, especially right at the top end. You know, just starting with the Toronado, he came to Easter. You know, Gil Guy brought him up here from Victoria. Of course, they bred, you know, as we know, Black Caviar and Masked Crusader, and here he is. And he was just an exceptional physical. And then when you run 10.10 as easy as he did it on the bridle, every smart judge across the country and internationally were on him. It just was all going to come down to how much you needed to buy him.
Yeah, and Mulcaster Bloodstock, so Guy Mulcaster buying on behalf of the Hermitage, buying him. Not sure where he heads yet. Obviously does a lot of business with Chris Waller, option to go to Hong Kong as well. They'll make that decision in time, but he's extraordinarily well bred. His page was exceptional too.
Yeah, exactly. And look, Toronado up in Hong Kong, Victor the winner, Helios Express, Senior Toba. So his record up there is exceptional, and obviously he's proven down here to be, you know, one of the best proven stallions we have, and he just throws such a lovely physical horse. He's so much quality about the Toronados, and that's as good as Toronados you'll see all year at the yearling sales and the 2-year-old sales. So we can't wait to see him hit the track.
That team teamed up again for lot 68, which was the I'm Invincible Maroon Bay colt. $675 was the price tag put on his head. So Guy's obviously done a lot of work at the sale over the last few days, identifying those potential top lots, and he's walked away a winner with 2 of them.
yeah, well, look, there's not much else to say about I'm Invincible.
Yeah.
You know, he's been a champion stallion. He produces Group 1 winners year in, year out, and he was a beautiful colt. He's got the pedigree to back it up, and, you know, sold by Emirates, I believe, at the Easter yearling sale and pinhooked into this sale. So, you know, he's got all the attributes. You wouldn't think that he's going to take too long to get to the races, and, you know, hopefully they're aiming up at a race like the Millennium in January, and then onto the Golden Slipper, because that's what he certainly looked like he could get to.
Really interesting to see Gai Waterhouse and Adrian Bott really active here today, particularly with lot 32, the Autumn Sun. I mean, he's had the most extraordinary couple of weeks as a stallion, hasn't he? With the Autumn Boy winning the Caulfield Guineas, and Autumn Glow finally getting her Group 1 at her 7th start. And here is another beautiful example of his progeny out of Hole in 10.
Yeah, look, originally off Arrowfield and Jamie Beats and Hookia Lodge in New Zealand, one of the best in the business across Australia and New Zealand. And I remember he bought the colt and he rang me and said, I'm going to bring this one back to your Breeze Up sale. And we were very excited, and look, they just do an exceptional job over there. He presented beautifully, he breezed in a great time, and obviously the sire just keeps ticking the box week in, week out. There's another star by the Autumn Sun that is produced on the track. So, you know, we're very lucky to have him. Obviously, he was an Easter graduate himself, and, you know, now we're getting to sell his progeny for a lot of money. So very much looking forward to seeing, you know, what he does on the track. He did look like a Guineas type of horse. He didn't look like a sharp 1,000-metre horse, and that's what they're doing on the track. So we wish Gai all the best with him.
We had a bit of fun last night as we prepared for today's selling. We had an Everest panel, which was a lot of fun, but also I got to get out with a mic. Would you like to do the honours?
We will throw to Emma last night at the preview of the Everest.
Saturday sees the running of the $20 million Tab Everest at Royal Randwick, the richest race on turf. We're at the Inglis Riverside Stables for the Ready2Race sale, and the question is simple: who wins this magnificent trophy come Saturday? Blake's got a few nice ones in the sale. Who wins the Tab Everest on Saturday, mate?
I'm cheering Magic Time because she's by Hellbent and I've got a Hellbent to sell. So and we're at Inglis, so why not? I think the good horse will be too good. Carging Rising, I think he's all the hyperbole that's been going on, I think it just put him to the sword.
Hyperbole, what a word.
Yeah, it came from nowhere, I'm not sure, Emma. Been going down the hall like you.
Oh, hello, Luke. How are you?
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. Now, who wins the $20 million Tab Everest?
I like Briasa.
That gate's a bit concerning, though, isn't it?
I just liked him. If there's a lot of pressure, he might just get over the top of him late.
What do you think the Hawks team would be like if they won an Everest?
What would my boss be like, Steve McCann? He'd be very happy, I think. So that's probably the reason why I'm tipping it.
Nothing like self-interest, I'm learning.
Best interest in the world.
Thank you, mate. I feel like an idiot in heels, but, you know, you got to dress up for these kind of things. These guys aren't. Liam, who wins the $20 million Tab Everest?
I'm on Lady Shenandoah.
Okay, you don't mind what happened at the Valley, just dismiss that run?
Forget the Valley, first time there, she'll be right.
Okay, Bevan, who wins the Everest?
I'm going Jolie Star, Kiwi ownership.
Cambridge stud doing a wonderful job.
Fantastic people.
Oh, table of heavy hitters. Not you, my friend. Not you. But the boss, I can ask him. Who wins the Everest?
Who wins the Everest? Jolie Star. That's what I'm saying. On camera, Jolie Star.
You have got a runner in the race, though.
Yes, I know, but I still think Jolie Star will win. I think Magic Time run very well, but I still think Jolie Star will win.
He's drawn perfectly.
I hope so. Well, just, you were a bit unlucky last year, and I think James McDonald riding it over Lady Shenandoah is a big pointer. I'm hanging my hat on Carrying Rising not firing a shot. It'd be a pretty special thing to be there if that horse goes and wins by 5. You'd see the greatest sprinting performance of all time. But if that can't happen, I want to see Jolie Star win.
Okay, well, let's ask a man who does have a runner in the race in Bjorn Baker in Overpass.
Supposed to ask me what's the winner.
Yeah, well, yeah, what, go.
Okay, I'll show you the winner. Come on, this is live. Unlike everyone else who just throw a name out there. Here, come on, follow us up here. Don't trip over. Here he is. That is the winner. Look at him. You can actually get me and the horse in the screenshot at the same time if you like. Here we go. Winner of 10.5 million, bought from Inglis Easter for 70,000 by Derby Racing.
That's enough now. Still a few important types sitting here. Brady, my boy. Hello, buddy.
Em.
Who wins the Everest?
Lady Shenandoah wins the Everest.
You're right. People like this this mare now, and she's a 3-time Group 1 winner already.
Yeah, she's didn't go round the valley. Here we go.
No, she didn't like it.
And then J-Mac can pull the wrong rein. D-lane on. I reckon there's an upset brewing.
Okay, don't tell James that. I'm sure he wouldn't like to hear it. What about Mr. Dean Hawthorne? Who do you like in the Everest? I mean, you've had a hand in a winning Everest runner before.
And we could have got there, you know.
Oh, I don't know how he lost last year, to be honest.
Yeah, he was good the other day too, eh?
I was surprised no one picked him up on Saturday night.
Yeah, probably, but soon afterwards. But it's good to see him back though, eh? I'd be Hayes.
War Machine or Car Ying Rising?
Well, I'm part of the Hayes team, so I'll go with the boys, eh?
Imagine beating Dad.
Big fun, wouldn't it?
Oh, it'd be so good.
JD said on radio yesterday he'd be worried about his inheritance, so it would be interesting.
There might not be any left after that. You know what surprised me over the last 10 minutes? Very few in the camp of the best rated sprinter in the world in Car Ying Rising. But maybe some of his fellow compatriots, so to speak, might have a different opinion. Are you in the Car Ying Rising camp?
Yeah, Car Ying and Entry Capital as well. Both Hong Kong connections.
Well, that's good to hear. Is the crew, everyone's Car Ying? You can't see him getting beaten?
No, he should be okay. Especially he actually flies on the wet.
Sorry, what was that?
He flies on the wet ground actually.
Well, that's something we haven't heard yet.
He almost broke the record in Hong Kong on the wet ground, you know.
There was the typhoon.
No, it was like, I don't remember when, but it was wet.
All right, well, that's it. That wraps things up from the Ready to Race cocktail party this evening ahead of the sale. A lot of people in the camp of Lady Shenandoah and Jolie Star. Could it be a win for Chris Waller? Or will the Car Ying Rising crew be saluting come Saturday?
I punt with Ladbrokes because they have more ways to chuck on a multi than Glenn Boss has cups to drink from.
Yeah, dear.
Have you fed the dog?
Diva.
Multi your way with Ladbrokes. Go you good thing.
You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
Blue Blood Thoroughbreds are the multiple Group 1 winning racehorse syndication specialists. We offer the highest quality yearlings and 2-year-olds to those who want to experience the thrill and fun of racehorse ownership. The best trainers in the land prepare our horses, part of the recipe for our success, which has produced 41 group and listed wins and placings in the past 7 years. Fast horses, best trainers, Group 1 success, race with Blue Blood Thoroughbreds.
Windspell, Group 1 winner, warrior of the turf and son of the international champion Ifraj, 8 times at the highest level, with victories in the Captain Cook Stakes and Waikato Guineas, races that make stallions. From small books, his strike rate is outstanding. 15 runners, 8 winners. Group and stakes performers already on the board. Now standing at Windholm Park Stud in Victoria for just $6,600 Australian dollars, including GST. So why wait? Book your mare to Windspell today. 0418 508 212.
Liam Ruddy and Kate Hunter join me from Hunter's Lodge. Their first ever sale at the Inglis Ready2Race sale, and you've come away as sale toppers. Congratulations to both of you. How does that feel?
Yeah, I couldn't feel any better, to be honest. It couldn't have went any better, you know. It went, especially on our personal Pinooks, it's been a phenomenal result, and for the whole draft, we've sold really well. We've got a good clearance rate, and everyone's getting some pretty good returns on investment, so we're really, really over the moon.
Kate, we were down here this morning for the preview show with this Toronado Baccarat baby. He's just handled all the attention so well, and speaking to Guy Mulcaster, who bought him for the Hermitage, that's part of the reason they wanted him. It's that attitude.
Yeah, sure. All week he just hasn't turned a hair. You know, he's paraded well for everyone. So the attitude on him, he's just got a lovely temperament, and yeah, he's speechless. You know, he's just a lovely, lovely horse, and it's great to get a result like that. So yeah, really.
$900,000. And what was that like in the vendor box for you both as that price climbed and there were a lot of bidders on him? What's that feel like?
Well, to be honest, we had the reserve at 400. When it opened at 400, that was just the best feeling.
Deep breath.
We just took a deep breath, and after that, it's just fun, isn't it? So, no, it's unbelievable. We're just trying to keep track of who was bidding, and there's so many bids coming from so many directions. So, it's a great feeling, unbelievable feeling going up in hundreds, especially.
And an honour for it to go to the Hermitage as well with Guy Mulcaster. They obviously thought a lot of the horse. That says a lot for what you guys have been doing with the work to purchase him at Easter to start with.
Yeah, it's a real. We're stoked with it. The guy, a judge like Guy would buy a horse off us, especially and go to the Hermitage. And I understand he'll be trained by Casper Fowles, and it's just unbelievable. Casper was over the moon. He's desperate to have the horse. So, it's a real credit to us that he's them kind of judges wanting to buy a horse off us, and hopefully we can find another one for them next year.
Cade, pretty special to do this as well, your first year with Liam, to be prepping these horses, Sarah Ryan as well, being involved in the preparation of them to the breeze-ups, to come away as sale toppers in your first year.
Yeah, 100%. Everyone that's been involved with the horse, we thank them greatly, from Sarah's team, my team, Liam, the vets, and everyone that's worked with this horse and our whole draft. The result for the draft as a whole has just been unbelievable for our first year, and it's just overwhelming. So appreciate the support from everyone and the teams.
I want to ask you about this other result. Almost the biggest celebration of the day was lot 181. This is the Rubik colt. You sold for $160,000, but tell the viewers what you purchased that one for as a pinhook.
Yeah, look, we got to give Willie Gardner from Inglis a fair bit of a push now, or he would be in trouble forever. Willie dragged us down to look at this horse at Melbourne about 6 times and told us it's lovely. Also paid $14,000 from book to Premier. And he's just done unbelievably well. He was so confident. I think if I didn't buy the horse, he would have physically harmed me. And it's just so thankful to him for pushing us in the horse. He's done so well. Sarah Ryan's loved him the whole way through, and that was just a huge kick to get that one right.
All in all, a successful first foray into trading and doing your first draft. Congratulations. I think Barn C will be rocking and rolling tonight. I hear you're all staying at the complex, so if anyone feels like a drink after the sale, you come down to Barn C, is that right?
Plenty of champagne 100%. Down here.
Everyone's welcome.
Well, congratulations. Well deserved to both of you. And thank you also to Blake Ryan Racing for sponsoring all the interviews you've seen throughout the coverage here on Sale Day Live. We hope you've enjoyed them.
Great job, Jem. She's an absolute star. She's done a wonderful job today, as have the boys at Hunter's Lodge. They wouldn't believe their luck.
I don't know where they're going to celebrate tonight, but I'd like to be joining them. 900,000.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, well done, boys. They took the punt. They spent $250 buying the horse, so best of luck to them, and no doubt they'll be back here next year with another draft.
Yeah, for sure, and they will be at Sales of the Future here at Inglis. Our next sale here is February 8th for the Classic sale, but before then, what does Everest weekend hold for you, my friend?
Well, I think we'll go and support our fellow auctioneer, Angus Robinson. He's hosting the Calcutta at the Oak tomorrow night.
God help him too.
Yep, so we'll go along to that. And then, look, we're all going to be out there on Saturday. Like, it's truly a remarkable day of racing now, isn't it? So we'll be out there and we'll be cheering Magic Time, who's running the English slot. If that doesn't salute, then maybe Lady Shenandoah.
Yeah, and that would be a terrific result for you guys
100%.
as well. 5 English graduates in the Everest for 2025. Thank you for joining us on Sale Day Live. Another big thank you to Blue Blood Thoroughbreds for sponsoring the review show. Hope you enjoyed it at home and enjoy the weekend's racing ahead. We'll see you back here at Inglis Riverside on February 8th, 2026.